Truly, my soul waiteth upon God. From him cometh my salvation. Psalm 62, verse 1. The word truly opens the psalm with force. It carries the force of exclusion. David is not saying God is one option among several. He is saying God is the only option. Everything else is ruled out before the verse even develops. My soul waiteth upon God. The word waiteth does not mean active striving or busy petition. It means silence, a quiet rest that has stopped grasping for alternatives. The soul rests before God, the way a man stops running and stands still. This is not the silence of despair. David is not silent because he has given up. He is silent because he has arrived at the only place where help exists. All other paths are closed. So, the soul stops its noise and rests in God alone. From him cometh my salvation. Salvation does not come from David's strategy, his allies, his weapons, or his reputation. His salvation comes from God. The word cometh implies active origination. God is the fountain from which deliverance flows. David has not yet been delivered when he writes this. He is still surrounded by enemies, still pressed on every side. But the soul is already at rest because the source of salvation has been identified. This is the posture of faith, not demanding, not bargaining, and not scrambling. Resting in the one from whom salvation flows. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. Psalm 62, verse 2. David now names what God is to him. He only is my rock. The word rock is a massive cliff formation, something immovable and solid beneath the feet. David has used this image before. In Psalm 61, verse 2, he cried out for God to lead him to the rock that was higher than himself. Now he declares that rock has been found. God is not a rock among other rocks. The word only echoes the opening verse. God alone is the rock. Every other surface gives way. And my salvation. Salvation is not an event David is waiting for. His salvation is a person David has already identified. The God who is his rock is the same God who is his salvation. The rock does not shift, and neither does the salvation that flows from his God. He is my defense. The word means a chief place, an elevated stronghold set above the reach of enemies. David is describing a fortress built on high ground where attackers cannot reach it. God is that chief place. The enemy can circle below, but David stands above them because God is the elevation beneath his feet. I shall not be greatly moved. This phrase requires attention. David does not say he will never be shaken. He is a man in real trouble. Enemies press him and his circumstances shift. But David will not be overthrown nor destroyed. God as rock and fortress means that the shaking has a limit. The phrase also carries the idea of permanence. A man standing on a rock may feel the wind, but the rock does not move. David's stability is not rooted in his own steadiness. It stems from God's character and power.